Ghana youth for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to
Today, a coalition of concerned citizens numbered over thousands, led by Okudzeto Ablakwa, Member of Parliament for North Tongu constituency, takes a stand against what they call government attempt to sell off our national assets. The Hands Off Our Hotels demo sees the Minority Caucus, representatives of Organized Labour, Ghana Action Network, La Youth, Arise Ghana and others march from Labadi Beach Hotel to Christ the King near Jubilee House. Their message is clear: Hands Off Our Hotel. Our demand that the government halt the planned sales of the Labadi Beach and others.
The Ghanaian people are saying we no go agree. The Ghanaian people are saying take your hands off. The Ghanaian people are saying the looting must have a limit. It must come to an end. As we speak, Parks and Gardens, they went to work one day and they were told by people who just showed up that they are the new owners. Look at what Labadi Beach Hotel is suffering. The only beach hotel in this world that does not control its beachfront. The Blay brothers, Freddie Blay's children, say that they are now the owners of Labadi Beach Hotel's beachfront. How can we have a beach hotel without a beach? Only in Ghana, only under Akufo-Addo and Baumia as vice president. See what is happening all across the country. See what has happened to the airport lands. See what is happening to lands belonging to the state in all our regional capitals. So this is a protest against the plutocracy that is marauding, that has invaded this country and that is determined to leave nothing at all for the next generation. My understanding of public office is that what is given to you to look after, you must make sure that you protect them and then you even add onto it. Because if our predecessors did not establish Labadi Beach Hotel, La Palm Royal, will you now be talking about buying them? And you are buying them for cheap. Don't call me sales. The valuation says that these 4 hotels should not go for anything less than $121 million. And yet, the Honorable Brad Champon is offering $61 million, half of the valuation report. And he's saying he will pay over a 3-year period. And what is going to happen is that he will use the very profitable Labadi Beach Hotel to pay for the rest. I mean, where does this happen? I mean, which country in this world do you hear that cabinet ministers who have been asked to protect state assets turn around and buy it for themselves? I mean, no regard for the Ghanaian people, no respect for ethics, no respect for the people they serve. We as public officials must be working to add to the stock of state assets, not depleting them and annexing them for ourselves, for private gain. And that is what this demonstration is about. We are saying enough of the state capture. We are saying that the looting must end. And we are saying that we are not going to rest until we protect these state assets, which are assets for all Ghanaians. If Labadi Beach Hotel, La Palm Royal, Ridge Royal, Elmina Beach Resort can be good for Brian Champon, if it can be good for Brian Champon, if it can be good for the Blay family, then it must be good for all of us. That is the message we are sending today. So we have to step up the pressure. All of us must continue with the agitation. And I want to salute the Ghanaian people who have turned out in their numbers today, those who are on their way, all of those who have declared solidarity, support for us, the TUC, the Federation of Labour, the opposition parties, the Gadangbe Caucus, the coalition of La Youth groups, and all Ghanaians, including the leaders of this demonstration, the Minority Caucus. You saw the statement from the minority leadership yesterday, signed by our Chief Whip, who is here himself, colleagues in the MPs Caucus, the Greater Accra MPs Caucus. You've seen the Greater Accra MPs who are here in their numbers. All of us, it is the whole of Ghana versus a few greedy politicians who have no regard for the constitution, have no regard for our laws, have no regard for ethics, have no regard for morality, and are hell-bent on hijacking state assets. Look, if you look at SNIT's own investment portfolios, documents they have sent to SIGA, and the SIGA report we have now received in Parliament, SIGA is saying that the worst performing investment of SNIT is STC, where they have 80% shares. Every year, on the average, STC is making losses of 32 million Ghana cedis. Last year, STC made losses in excess of 54 million Ghana cedis. Why is it that SNIT is not interested in selling STC, and nobody in cabinet, nobody in the Akufo-Addo cabinet is interested in buying STC? So that itself should tell you that this sale has got nothing to do with somebody coming to save non-performing state assets. It's about people seeing the books of this hotel, seeing how profitable it is. As we speak, according to the financial statements that we now have, conducted by Deloitte, Labadi Beach Hotel is so liquid, so profitable. Last year, they declared profit of 158 million Ghana cedis. They paid government dividend of 25 million Ghana cedis. Over the last 3 years, they've paid taxes of 20.5 million Ghana cedis. The financial statements reveal that in the accounts, they have 5 bank accounts. Labadi Beach Hotel, there is 58.4 million Ghana cedis in those accounts.
They are selling it for it.
I mean, so liquid. And yet, the company coming to save these hotels, these magnificent hotels that you can see behind us, is making losses. We have put out the filings at GRA. Last year, Rock City made losses. They didn't pay any tax. So that's a trajectory.
How confident are you that the government will listen to your plea after the demonstration?
We are quite confident. If you see the numbers, you see the agitations, you should see all our partners. This is a matter the TUC has been very clear on. The Federation of Labour, they are all here. You saw them at the press conference yesterday. The Gadangbe Council. You've seen the Wulomai. The Wulomai hardly comes out. The Wulomai himself is here with all the traditional leaders. They are saying that, look, they can't accept this any longer. All the opposition parties, So it has become the whole of Ghana versus a few plutocrats who are determined to continue with their state capture. And I am very clear in my mind that they will have no choice but to listen. Because, look, even if you don't listen and you try to sell this hotel, how are they going to have access to this hotel? How? Because we will block that access. We are not going to allow them to take. These are our assets. And we are saying you haven't consulted us. You didn't seek our consent. We are not allowing you to sell. We don't support you. Our reps, labor reps on the board, told you don't sell. But for our work, they didn't even know that on their blind side, it was being sold. So rest assured, we are confident that these hotels will not be sold.
The protesters vow to continue their demonstration until their demands are met as they hand over their petition to the government representative from Jubilee House. They call all Ghanaians to join them in this fight against what they call asset striping.
1. We call on President Akufo-Addo to immediately stop the sale of our SNIT hotels. 2. We take the view that state assets should not be sold, especially profitable ones. Historically, since 1966, the sale of state assets has not been in the supreme interest of Ghana, and we therefore cannot continue on that destructive trajectory. In any case, the government should not sell workers' properties without the permission and consent of workers and all Ghanaians. It is wrong, immoral, and unethical for ministers and government officials to buy state assets. President Akufo-Addo must not preside over this detestable and dangerous practice, particularly when he assured the nation that his appointees who want to make money through such transactions should rather stay in the private sector. 5. A loss-making Bra Champions Rock City Hotel, according to GRA filing, should under no circumstance be allowed to purchase our state hotels, particularly profitable ones such as Labadi Beach Hotel and Ridge Royal. And if you look at the case of Labadi Beach Hotel, they posted profits of 158 million Ghana cedis. 15, last but not the least. We call on President Akufo-Addo to commit to assenting to a private members' bill, banning all politicians and politically exposed persons from buying state assets when Parliament concludes the bill and forwards same to his office. For God and country, Ghana first.
President, I'll submit same, and I can assure you that it will be looked into and the appropriate measures taking place as and when it is deemed fit and proper to do so. Thank you so very much, and God bless us all.
The hands off our hotel demo is call to action. Will the government listen?